Hey YouTube. Excuse me. Yeah. 61 degrees. I don't know why I tell y'all the temperature every day. Like I'm a news reporter, weather lady or something, weather girl. I don't know. I still didn't get a chance to mail my packages off because I don't know, because most of the post offices close at 5 o'clock. And the one that I went to, I missed it by 10 minutes. Now there's one by the airport that, and by my job, it's by my job too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I didn't go to that one. I don't know. I guess I thought I was just gonna make it to the other one, but I don't know. I'm hoping they stay open late, because it used to be a 24-hour one, but I don't think they stay open 24 hours anymore. But I'm gonna check that out. But I'm gonna be working overtime the rest of this week. At least that's my plan. I might just work it, you know, today and, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know if I'm gonna work Saturday or not. I'll see how I feel. I need it though. But depending on how dark it is when I get off, I might not do a evening installment to my vlog. So heck, y'all may get some shorter videos, yay! And yesterday I posted on the Fresh Off the Hook Facebook page that I was just sitting there twiddling my thumbs trying to think of what I wanted to crochet again. And I got stuff in my head that I need to be working on. I just didn't feel like doing it, because I guess because I had a hard time with that yellow thing I had on yesterday. I had a hard time with it, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but throughout my whole video I was trying to adjust it and all of that. So what I did was, when I got home, I put a button on it. I found a big yellow button, and I put that on there. And the way it buttons, it's button like right here, and then all this flares out. So I think that'll help. That'll help a lot. And then what I you know, for this part up here, it was kind of floppy. If I had it on right, you would have saw the floppy part. But I kind of sewed it down like it was a collar or something. And so I think it'll be better the next time I wear it. And I want to make some more of them. But I think the next thing I'm gonna start on is another star blanket, because that star blanket that I had was originally for my niece, but I sold it to this lady at work, because she's having her daughter's baby shower, I think this coming weekend. So I wanted her to have that, because I gave her the star blanket, the 2 hats, and those booties. Them booties that I thought was ugly, she was like, oh, they're so cute. So I was like, no, you can't have it. I mean, you know, she gonna pay me and stuff, but I let her get that. But I'm gonna have to start on another blanket for my niece, because like I was telling my coworker, I was like, okay, this is my brother's baby. Now, if it was one of my sister's babies, I wouldn't know what they want. And by him and her, you know, not living together, it's like you know, I don't even know his baby mama, so I don't know if she would appreciate some crochet, you know, or not. Because a lot of these young people really not into stuff, you know. But I don't know. And they was like, so that's your gift. That's your gift from them. That's your gift to him, you know, for his baby, this and this and that. I'm like, but he a dude, he ain't. My brother 24 years old, he ain't finna keep up with no blanket, no baby blanket. That thing to be shoved in the closet somewhere. I mean, I don't know. It's something about me. When I make stuff for people, whether I sell it to them or whether I give it to them as a gift, I be wanting to see it at some point. I want to see you with it. I want to take a picture and give it to me or something. I want to see you with it at some point. Because I feel like if I don't, you know, went through all the trouble, you know, not trouble, because I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to make stuff anyway. But, you know, I personalize stuff. I make stuff specifically for people most of the time. Sometimes I may just make stuff and somebody like, ooh, I like it. But for the most part, I like to personalize stuff. And if I have sat down and be like, okay, I think this person would really like this, you know, and even if since it's a baby girl, you know, I'm thinking, ooh, all the baby girl colors, you know, and it's a star. I had never done a star blanket, so, you know, I was just thinking like, man, I don't even want to get this to them, and then it should be sitting in the closet somewhere, you know. And I don't know. I think I got a problem. I think I got a serious problem. But, oh well. I hope I don't have no food riding up on me today. I don't know if y'all, man, I don't know if y'all even gonna notice it, but somebody hit me yesterday for real while I was recording. Now, it's not like it's not like I was sitting at the red light already and she was coming up, you know, and couldn't stop quick enough. All of us were sitting still. She was sitting still, I was sitting still, the people on the next to us were sitting still, the people in the turning lane were sitting still, everybody sitting still. All of a sudden, I don't know what like she looking at, because wasn't nobody else moving. Because it was cars in front of me. So it wasn't like the light changed and it took me a long time to move and she got impatient or whatever. It wasn't even like that. She's just jumping the gun. What are y'all doing? She's just jumping the gun, the light hadn't even changed. There's a bunch of police out here. Somebody get killed or what? Police everywhere. I don't see no smashed up cars. I don't see. I think that car might be smashed. What's going on? North Memphis, I tell you. But I mean, we were sitting still. Like I said, she just jumped the gun and, you know, bumped me. And I'm like, wait a minute. You know, and I jumped out the car, I had my mean mug on, you know what I'm saying? And I know she was looking like, oh Lord. I got out, I looked at the back of my car, and I looked at her. I ain't see nothing on the car, you know what I'm saying? The dirt was still on the car. And I looked at her, and I just got in the car and drove off, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, I'm thinking in my head, you lucky, ain't nothing wrong with my car. Because I got you on tape, baby. Because I was sitting there watching that part of my video, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to see, is she on the phone? Is she, what is she doing? I couldn't tell what she was doing. All I could see was her head. You know, she rubbing her face, she rubbing her head. So I'm like, she either sleepy or high. What are the two? I don't know what was going on with her. But I ain't even talked to her. I just got back in my car. But they just kind of threw me for a loop. And I'm like, yeah. Cause Lee told me, he said, man, you gonna catch all kind of stuff on this camera. He said the police pull you over, you make sure you have it on. All that. I'm tripping. I'm like, hopefully won't no police pull me over, but I'm just, you know, whatever. But yeah, that kind of, it's kind of spooked me, but thank God that nothing was wrong with my car. Nothing wrong with me. My back ain't hurt, my neck ain't hurt, nothing. Because like I said, we were sitting still. We were sitting still and she just jumped the gun. Light hadn't changed anything. I'm tripping. But I didn't charge my battery up last night. I just jumped up and put it in the charger this morning, so I don't think I got a long time to talk. Let's see. I think that's all I really want to say right now. I'm gonna charge my phone up. Charge my camera battery up at work and stuff. And if there's enough light when I get off, I will record. Or I may just do something on my lunch break. I don't know. I think of something. But other than that, I'll talk to you guys in a few. Hey, good people. Just got off work, working an hour and a half hours of overtime. Yay! I forgot that they like to have the day shift people out by 6 o'clock, so I couldn't do my full 2 hours overtime. So that means I gotta get up a little bit earlier and get here at 7 to work my 30 minutes on the front and then my hour and 30 minutes on the back, which is alright, I guess. No big deal. No big deal, no big deal. But some of you guys may remember the lady I talked about. I think that was my first vlog. The lady I told you guys that hadn't talked to me in a year. I spoke to her today, and you know, she said, hey, kind of dry, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's to be expected. When I got ready to leave out, I said, have a good evening. And she said, oh, you too. Kind of more chipper than hello. I was like, okay. So I figured I'd do that for a week. And maybe I'll try to have a conversation with her. But the thing is, you know, I hardly ever see her because she works night shift and I'm usually gone on the time. Like, only reason why I got to see her today was because of the overtime. So maybe for the rest of this week, if I keep speaking to her or saying bye to her, maybe by, I say by Saturday, I might try to have a conversation with her. I don't know how this gonna work. Whatever. Not saying we gonna try to be no best friends or nothing. It's just I'm just tired of this, you know. A whole year. How you gonna be mad at somebody for a whole year? I'm glad I still got some daylight. Yay. So even though I worked a little later, I got some daylight. And it's like when I got ready to, this has nothing to do with daylight. But when I was trying to, you know, sign off all the applications on my computer and then sign off or whatever, it's like everything was taking its time closing, right? So I'm like, what in the world going on? And my manager, she just happened to be walking back. She's like, you gonna leave in a minute? She's like, your computer just not used to you being here this late. And I'm like, whatever. Because, like I told you, I do not work a whole lot of overtime. When I work overtime, they swear me down it's gonna storm. And stuff stop working and all that. I mean, because I'm just not one of those people. Just not one of those people, because all my 20s, I did all that work and I can't, I ain't trying to work myself to death. Plus I got a son too. I already don't get to spend as much time with him as I would like to. But, you know, I was watching this video today. It was like, the lady was saying that it was a war going on between working moms and stay-at-home moms and all of that. And, I don't know, this just sounds crazy to me because I'm sure a lot of the working moms would like to be at home with their kids. At least, you know, more often. I don't know if I would want to be at home with him every single day. But maybe a couple of days a week or something, you know. I would like to be at home with him. And then the other days, you know, I go to work with Sam, I'll just daycare or school or somewhere. But I don't have anything against stay-at-home moms. I want to say that I do, but it's just the ones that really are not doing anything, and it's like they have chosen to get a check, you know. Them the ones I have an issue with, but hey, that's their business. You know, I gotta pay taxes regardless, so whoever they give it to, you know, it's whatever. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.